Namaskar. I'm Dr. Anita Kant, and you're watching Dr. KK Med Talks Fridays with Dr. Anita Kant, non-stop show 730th episode. Let's have the headlines of the day. Global COVID-19 cases surpassed 600 million as per WHO statistics. Reports from the US say that at least 30 children tested positive for monkeypox. US CDC recommends boosters targeting Omicron. In Mumbai, doctors fear that those hit by COVID are vulnerable to cardiac issues. The Government of India has granted in principle approval for setting up three bulk drug parks, one each in Himachal Pradesh, another in Gujarat, and third in Andhra Pradesh. Now let's go to the topic of the day. Tai Chi is art which is meditation on the go, and doctors and so as well as so many other people today are very stressed. हर फील्ड ऑफ लाइफ में सुबह से रात तक हर कोई काम कर रहा है, उसे अपने आप के लिए टाइम नहीं है, उसे अपनी टेंशन से मुक्ति नहीं है, और ये एक फील्ड है जो अगर आप समझ लें और पकड़ लें तो आपको ऑन द गो टेंशन फ्री मेडिटेशन अपनी जिंदगी की प्रॉब्लम्स फिजिकल एंड मेंटल हेल्प करने की बहुत ज़्यादा हेल्प देगी। आज हमारे स्पेशल गेस्ट हैं डॉक्टर सुनील श्रीनिवासन। ही इज अ वेलकम सर। ही इज अ कंसल्टेंट पीडियाट्रिशियन and an international Tai Chi instructor. He is a body mind wellness expert, a Himalayan trekker, and a meditator. He is the past president of Indian Academy of Pediatrics, Tamil Nadu. He is the founder of HAP Attitude, a stress relief program. I really like this word. It's so happy. The attitude itself goes happy when you
Yes.
talk about it.
Yes. Yes.
So, in the beginning, let's have the introductory video on Tai Chi, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, please.
I am Dr. Sunil Srinivasan from Trichy IMA. I am going to perform a movement called Tai Chi. It is an ancient energy exercise which improves your flexibility, balance, and strength. It also concentrates your mind. This is also called moving meditation.
amazing.
Yeah.
It was so
Thank,
mesmerizing watching you there. इतना अच्छा लग रहा
thank
था
you,
कि I
ma'am.
can't even
Thank
tell
you.
you.
Thank you, ma'am.
It
Thank you.
it it
I
appears to be very lyrical and बहुत musical लग रहा है. I hope it
yes,
is
ma'am.
as easy to learn.
Yeah, it takes some time. Actually, this was made 2 years ago for some other
Okay.
IMA program. That's why all those
Uh-huh.
name boards. But
Okay.
having seen this after 2 years, I'm not feeling that comfortable because it's a lot of mistakes I see, and that's how you improve,
Okay.
madam. So in the years of
Okay.
practice, you have to improve. Yes,
Yes, I
so nice
agree.
to meet
Everybody
you.
matures. Yeah.
I know, madam.
So, what is Tai Chi all about? If you could tell me that.
Yes, madam. It's going to be slightly long answer, so bear with
Yeah, yeah,
me.
yeah. I'm. We are
Absolutely.
all there. हम सब
I'll
आपको
be
सुनना
brief
चाहते
with
हैं.
other answer. This is a, so Tai Chi is an internal Chinese martial arts. So it has its origin from another very ancient Chinese art called Qi Kung. Qi Kung, which is written as Qigong, Qigong. That's how written in English, but pronounced as Qi Kung. Now, Qi means energy and Kung means exercise. So this was formed by nearly 5,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago, by the saints and sages in some a province called Wu province in China. And these are sages, they're all meditating, they saw the nature, they saw animals, and they found that animals are so relaxed, so in tune with nature. They don't seem to stress very, they don't have stress related disease at all.
Mhm.
When they hunt, of course, they're all active. Otherwise, they are all calm, sitting, playing with their little ones, happily frolicking about. Why is man so working throughout this life and stressed and sorrow and so, has all diseases? So, this sages, even 5,000 years ago, they felt that man was not following the right path. So, from their sort of yearning to help humanity came this Qigong or Qi Kung. So, as I told you, the fundamental bedrock or tenets of Qigong are only three. One is you effortless effort. That is, put little effort, maximum result. Don't be too stressed about anything. With minimal risk, how can you achieve maximum? That is number one. And number two, how do you unite your body, mind, and spirit? So whenever we do anything, let us see seeing patients or singing or taking a bath, when our body, when our mind, when our breathing, when our spirit, everything goes, that work is so easy. Normally, when we are seeing patients, our mind thinks of something else, and some tension is there. Our body wants coffee, or so nothing. So you can imagine the result. So body, mind, and spirit must go together, and finally get connected to the universe. So our body has mechanisms to connect, and in our Tai Chi class, we tell you how to connect to the universe. A lot of energy points in the hand and the head, and how do you connect? And the moment you're connected to the universe, your body becomes your life, your body becomes so smooth, like a flowing like a river. You don't have to strain much. Imagine you're catching a boat, sitting and going down the river. Don't have to do much, just balance the boat, it takes. So that's the idea of Tai Chi. And from Qigong came all the branches of so many branches, of which one branch was the Tai Chi. So the technical name is Tai Chi Chuan, but we call it Tai Chi. It was in 13th century China and by a Chinese general. What he did was he wanted his soldiers to fight tirelessly, and all the soldiers are all very brave, very strong, but they used to get tired easily. Climbing mountains, they'll start panting. So he told, no, what, how do you make? So that's how he got it. Unfortunately, today, with the confusion of terminologies, all has become one big mess. When I say Tai Chi, I include the entire complex of Tai Chi, Chi Kung. So that's my answer. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So, what made you take up Tai Chi in the first place? I mean, a
Yes, ma'am. Very
pediatrician
strange. Yes,
doing
madam.
so well in his practice, suddenly you
Yes,
think of this.
absolutely, absolutely. I and my wife had big fight over it.
Oh
That's it.
my God.
So, yeah, obviously. Anyway, about 15 years ago, I was, as I told you, as height of my practice, and I was doing very well, and still I'm doing well. But at that time, I felt so stressed out, and I thought that is my life going to be all this for so many years to come? I was not happy with that. So when I was doing a research on happiness for some other project, and I came across this line, uh, Tai Chi is one of the best ways to be happy. So this was a very strange state. What Tai Chi is internal martial arts, and what has that got to do with happiness? So I had to check it out. And when I was just thinking about it, within the next day, I got a call from one of my friends in Sri Lanka. He talked about something else, and then he told, "I'm attending a Tai Chi class. One master is coming from China." I thought, great, what I thought yesterday. So I and my wife, we went to China and we attended this workshop, and I was amazed at what you come. I never knew that there is such thing called Tai Chi. For 2 days, he took us through the basic fundamentals of Tai Chi. I was so impressed. I kept calling him to our place, Trichy, it's a small town in Tamil Nadu. So he
Yes, yes.
kept coming for about 6 years. He came. We did a lot of workshops together in Trichy. We called students from all over India. And around the fifth, sixth year old, I think, Sunil, you should start teaching. That's the way you progress. You can't keep on learning. You have to start teaching. And I had no idea how to teach. And this was totally alien. I can teach pediatrics, but not Tai Chi. So at the same time, as coincidences, my friend told that an Australian lady is coming from Australia, and she is teaching Tai Chi for diabetes, and a lot of diabetes
Okay.
around. So there's a course on Tai Chi just for diabetes. Why don't you come? I thought, yeah, great. That's all. So we went there, and that lady was not only she taught us, she teaches actually all diabetic patients in Australia. She's one of the certified trainer. And the first
I
thing
have
they
seen
do
her.
is in Australia, diabetic, yeah, diabetics.
Mm.
And the first thing they do is they teach you how to teach Tai Chi, which is great, a bonus for me. So one day, only how to teach Tai Chi, what is the teaching methodology, how do you teach? It is a great learning, not only even when I deal with patients, I know how do we go across. So the second step I learned. Then after I want to learn something called 24 form, which is a very moving form, graceful form, and I was so fascinated. I want to do that. And again, I researched and I found a very world-class master called Wang Jiping. And that's whom I learned. The movement you saw in the beginning is a 24 form moving Tai Chi. I had to go. I stayed with my master for a month and a half in his school and learned it. And that's my story of Tai Chi. I've been teaching for the past about 6 years. And first 4 years of physical classes, but after Corona came, I'm taking online classes. So that's my story of Tai Chi so far. Thank you.
Actually, speaking, I knew about, karate, judo, so many
Yes,
things, but
yes, sir.
I had heard the word Tai Chi and I thought it was something very musical, but I never thought
Yes,
it was a martial art.
yes,
So
sir.
when I had to meet you, I researched a bit and I learned about it because I thought मुझे
So,
कुछ तो पता होना चाहिए, right?
correct. You seem to
So
know quite a
can
lot. Your questions are
नहीं ऐसा
so good. When I saw the question, I thought, no, no PowerPoint needed. If I can answer ma'am's question, I think I've done a great job. So I cancelled my PowerPoint.
I mean, we'll keep at it 3 weeks.
Yes,
हमें सबको बताना है what an excellent form of art this is and how
yes,
you
ma'am.
can आप बहुत कुछ अपना कंट्रोल कर सकते हो. हमें ये बताएं, can any person learn Tai Chi irrespective of their fitness? I mean, somebody as maybe old as me or maybe older than me, कोई भी सीख सकता है इसको?
आप तो ओल्ड नहीं हैं जी, आप तो यंग है. Don't call
मैं
yourself
तो
old. Uh, but anybody can learn, madam. And one of my students is 78 years old. So just
That's good.
I am 64 now, 64 years, and one of my student is 78 years old. So there is no limitation for age. And the youngest age I have taught is 10 years. So anybody can learn. No fitness needed. I have had patients who are even hemiplegic and came and learned after following stroke. They have come. So there is fitness or age is not an issue. Anybody can learn any fitness. We have had heart patients who have learned. In the last video, with the concluding video, you'll see pregnant women learning Tai Chi. Pregnant women, just one day before
Amazing.
delivery, full term delivery, you'll see the video. Just full term delivery, the physician was quite scared. I mean, Dr. Arishu, I don't worry, I'm there. And you can see this video in the last. I just want to, I mean, anybody can. If a full term mother can learn, why not anybody? All of us, we can. Thank you, ma'am.
I would request the KK MedTalks people to please display his number because I'm taking going to take it from him and take him on as my teacher. That's
Yes,
really
ma'am.
good. So, 10
I'm
years
blessed.
onwards, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Children 10 years onwards can learn or even younger to that. What is the age
Even younger,
cutoff age like?
Yes, ma'am. In China, we
Okay.
saw even they started 5 years. They start. All schools have
That's
as
right.
a Tai Chi is a part of that. Once they have their prayer, whatever, then they start that. But here we
Mm-hmm.
don't have the culture of Tai Chi, and our children are not that
Mm-hmm.
disciplined. So
Mm-hmm.
before less than 10 years, they sort of run around. They're distracted, and so I'm not very comfortable. But I teach only about 10 years. But if the parents come, they can certainly do. That's very because my granddaughter is about 5 years old and she does with me, no issue. Because I'm there with her. So if parents or
Mm-hmm.
grandparents can bring, I have no issue. But what parents usually do in Trichy, on summertime they leave their child and go. It's very difficult for me to make them do Tai Chi. They'll just run away. So I prefer 10 years, but any age as long as parents are there. Yes, thank you.
So can a family do Tai Chi together, all of them?
Absolutely, man. If you don't want fight in the family, you better take your spouse along. So my wife also comes with me. But now, of course, she's an ophthalmologist and now she's a medical administrator of a big hospital. So she's now very busy. But in the earlier days, we used to do together. It's a great thing when we have taken a lot of classes together. So both of them used to go, and it's a family that does a great thing. It builds so much harmony for family connection. Not only family, when you do as a group, you become united. Suppose a group of doctors do, there is some connection. A group of nurses do, or all of it. It's a big connection. So Tai Chi, as I told you, promotes connection with the universe, and our universes are all our staff and colleagues. So I think the ideal way to be do together. Thank you.
Yes, so many corporates do management courses and classes
Yes,
and things. I think
yes,
this
ma'am. Yes,
this is
ma'am.
another idea. I agree about it. So
Thank
can
you, ma'am.
anyone lose weight also by doing Tai Chi?
I wish I could say yes, but it doesn't work. But I'm so sorry, it doesn't work. As you know, the weight is not unilateral. So many issues, so many factors determine your weight or weight loss. All I can say is that doing Tai Chi makes you disciplined enough to follow your dieting or follow your exercise. Tai Chi is not primarily meant for losing exercise. It is for gaining energy, so you don't lose as such weight. But moment you gain energy, your food intake becomes better. You're more disciplined. Whatever activity like cardio or whatever you do, or stretch or anything, it helps you, facilitates your path. So I think Tai Chi is one of the gateway to entering fitness. It helps you to be on the fitness path. Yes.
And so can you share details of your next class to our viewers?
Yes, yes, ma'am. I'm starting on. Then actually, a lot of batches are going on. This
Mm-hmm.
batch is finishing by September. So October 2,
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting Gandhi Jayanti, Tai Chi for
Okay.
beginners. This is on Sunday
Okay.
morning, ma'am. Sunday morning,
Uh-huh.
October
Uh-huh.
2, 8 to 9 a.m. So online class.
Okay.
And there'll
Mm-hmm.
be a total of 8 classes. So we should finish the course by 2022. So
Okay.
8 classes and 1 hour, and then we just teach all the fundamentals of Tai Chi, some amount of theory. And the way I check is I ask the students to send a video of their whatever they learned that week. They send it on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So Saturday I correct, and then on Sunday we discuss the video. So that way I feel it's slightly better than physical class. Physical class I correct and then they do the same mistake again and again. No, I know. I
Mm-hmm.
just see how you're keeping your leg. This is how you do. So in a sense, even though remote, this works better for them to correct. They see themselves on video, then they can correct them. Yes. So Sunday,
Yes, I
October
agree
2, we are
with it.
starting. Yes.
Okay. So after learning Tai Chi, can anyone teach it to others without taking, let's say, a master
Yes.
degree
Yes.
or, certificate?
Yeah. Yes, you have to get certified, man. You have to get certified, and certification is quite tough. And I can tell you, without shame, I failed 3 times during my first exam. My movements were perfect, but I was doing it so fast. The master, what are you doing? He said, "Take this off." We do it so. So the slowness, even now, I see students for 2 years, they've been training and they do fast, fast. Very slow, slow. So slowness is essential of Tai Chi. So I think much better to get certified by a
Mm-hmm.
master, and then before you start, I mean, teaching wrong things to others. Yeah, I think you should, yes. Thank you.
I agree with you. So, can one use Tai Chi to defend oneself? Like we can teach it to young girls in schools so that they can learn to defend themselves.
Yes, you can, but you got to go even more advanced side, madam. What we teach
Hmm.
beginners level is only sort of relax the mind, uh, be less stressed about it, be more flexible, improve your concentration, that kind of thing. It's a basic level. Defense means that there are techniques. The same technique can be modified, but then you got to get into actual fight. You can't learn with theory. You got to
Hmm.
fight with somebody who has need partners, and they be called sparring. That's how we learn.
Hmm.
I don't teach that kind of self defense, but you can use. What I do is, for those who join my classes, I just teach them very simple uh, techniques to avoid fighting. Something which girls can follow, what they can do, or
Hmm.
how they can defend, or what they should do, what they should not do. Something that can help
Okay.
them in their lives. But what I teach is not a very classical defense
Okay. So I also want to know that the youngsters today they go to the gym, or many of the women at least go for jogging or walk in the parks and things.
style.
So can they do Tai Chi before the exercise or after the exercise?
Prefer, preferably after the exhale, whatever, because it's a cooling down thing. When you do Tai Chi, your body slows down, your breathing slows down, your pulse rate comes down, your breathing oxygenation improves. So do all your vigorous thing and then come and cool down, your body automatically cools. That's a
Okay.
sequence.
Right. And for how many months can one practice Tai Chi? It can be for
Uh,
lifelong or
yes, no.
minimum some time period.
No, man, Tai Chi is lifelong. It becomes a part of you. It becomes a part of you. Just like getting up, brushing your teeth, having bath. This is a part. You don't stop. I don't feel like stopping. In fact, that's the best point I want to convey. The complaints, anything, like, just like in medicine, we have complaints issues. Tai Chi is one of the. You're so complained with Tai Chi. I've been doing non-stop for 14 years, and I think I don't think I missed a day or two. So even on the day my father died, we had gone to the crematorium, and finally the priests all left me. I was sitting there half an hour, just wait for the wood to burn, and all of them let us sitting. Although I got half an hour, why waste that time? So I was doing Tai Chi. So in other words, it becomes a part of it becomes a part of you, and just like breathing or eating, and there's a reason for that. What happens is this chi energy is flows. It's called prana in our Ayurveda. Chi in
Yes,
energy.
yes.
It flows through all the meridians. There are a lot of meridians in our body. So as
Yes,
long as
yes.
the chi is flowing, our body is healthy. All our organs are healthy. We are happy. Everything. But the moment you stop, then the chi start becomes sluggish. So 24 hours, okay. 48 hours becomes so sluggish. Then the third day you have got to take extra effort to make that move. It's like no, you're cycling, you cycle fast, then you stop. Again, you have to press hard. So if you don't want to do that, I will do it daily, and it become part, just like breathing or whatever. It becomes so. It becomes a part of your life, and I think yeah, it should be it's lifelong. Lifelong. Thank you.
So, there are in today's world, like I said, living is very stressful at every level,
Yeah,
whether it's a school child going to school or college, and doctors to write, abhi NEET dena hai, and then you have to get into MBBS, then NEET PG, and then
correct.
PG,
I know,
then
man.
just on and on and on it goes.
Yes,
So,
yes, ma'am.
can Tai Chi be helpful as a meditation method to bring calmness into your mind
Ab-
and let you relax?
Absolutely, man. I fully agree. I fully agree. Somehow my distant dream is all the neat coaching centers. I'm so scared. I went to visit one of my friends. It looked like one Andaman cellular jail. That's what it looked to me. So all the stress. I mean, at least half an hour of Tai Chi will help them certainly. All of us can benefit, ma'am. All of us can benefit. Tai Chi, I believe, is our natural state. When our energy is flowing, that's what we are natural. We are designed to be human beings with a lot of calm, peace, and happy. We're not a stressed animals, but we have made our lives so. I think it's a great, one of the best ways of meditation is Tai Chi. And there are a lot of, you were telling about corporates, and there are corporates in the United States where they have this Tai Chi room, and then The master comes. Anybody who's free can join the Tai Chi room. And I did a program in a company called Flextronics in Chennai. Also, we did a corporate. They were very impressed with the results. So I think yes, lovely for meditation, lovely for bringing down stress. Yes,
So, does it make you internally strong?
absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely. Uh, uh, it's a very slow change. You don't observe it yourself because you're, but the people around you said, oh, yes, there is something in changing, something you have, from what I know, all this has changed. Certainly, you may become I would call less stronger, I'm not sure, but at least you don't worry too much about things, man. Some things we do, if we can do something, what not happening, we're not very much worried about. So that kind of mental peace that comes out purely out of I think doing something regularly for some time. Yes.
There are many questions which I'm going to follow you up in the next two this episodes. But today, before we go on to your video, I want to ask one last question. It's
Yes,
an
ma'am.
art that advises that use it to protect the weak. Does
Yes.
this help in character building too?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. The after all, character, if you examine carefully, it's all following certain set of values, sort of following certain set of values. The moment you follow, like say, like truth or honesty or whatever, these forms your character. Now, a very nice point you have made, Dr. Anita. The modern generation, and I'm very sorry to say, even the younger
Yes,
generation of doctors, somehow they seem to have lost all those values. They
yes.
feel they're all very knowledgeable, they're very smart, they're tech savvy, but somehow that human touch has gone, the character building has gone, the patience has gone. That they're all so short sighted. Now, over the years, I have reduced my practice after Corona, so I don't practice that much. Very limited practice. And when patients come, new patients, they say, we never knew such doctors existed who just talk about so many things. The previous doctor will just say what a complaint, write something, and I talk about their family, this and that. So I believe that my character has changed over the years. I become more patient, more understanding, more forgiving. I used to shout at all the patients earlier. If somebody bottle feed, I used to shout at the mother. Or if somebody gives antibiotics, I'll say, what does the OAD give antibiotic? All this kind of, no, okay, don't worry. Please be this, that. So I think over the years, our character changed. We become more adaptable, more kind, more forgiving, more adjustable. Sometimes when I leave my clinic, then somebody will come say, Doctor Saab, something. I so why are you coming late? Come tomorrow. No, okay, don't worry, ma. This sorry, sir. No, please come in. So all this thing we over the years we do change, madam. I hope for the better. Yes, thank you.
I agree. Very nice. So I think
Right.
we'll see the concluding video now
Yes, ma'am.
and
Yes, you should. Yes,
continue with our questions next time. Right, Doksa?
yes, ma'am. Yes, sure. Thank you.
Let's see the concluding video
Yes,
today.
yes, ma'am. Yes.
Shadow
That was awesome. So
Thank you.
aptitude does
Thank
happen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Yes,
you,
ma'am.
Dr. Sunil, for
Thank you.
joining
So
us
kind of you,
today.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes.
We'll meet
So
next week, madam. Thank you.
yes,
Yes.
could you show us
Thank
the
you.
certificate, please?
Which certificate, madam? Ah, okay. Yeah, thank
See.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful, madam.
So,
Wonderful.
thank you.
So
That
nice.
will
So
be
nice.
all for today. Thank
Thank
you.
you. So
That
nice.
will be
We'll
all
meet
for today. Yes,
Yes.
we'll
Thank
meet
you.
next week and talk more
Yes.
about Tai Chi. So,
Yes.
Dr.
Thank you,
KK
madam.
Med Talks will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. with another edition of the show. Keep watching Dr. KK Med Talks and meet Dr. Sunil on next Friday. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Namaskar.